Hi there. Today we're going to discuss my understanding of reality and the universe you live in. Basically, the universe that you live in is a holographic, self-replicating device. Every aspect of it mirrors every other aspect of it, hence the holographic nature. Whatever you hold true, you entertain on the inside, and then you see on the outside. You then move on from metaphor to metaphor, whether it be making your cereal, or driving your car, or having a conversation, or watching a movie, and you go on perpetuating your beliefs. Once you begin to understand this, you start to have a good look at your beliefs through meditation, religious practice, at which point you realize that your beliefs are lucid and very much subjective and very much relative. This process slowly leads you to the realization that you've actually been creating yourself the entire time. Like my guru used to say,
eat up, rabbits of the apocalypse. Eat up. Eat your food. It's so good.
and as you realize that you've been creating yourself the entire time, you eventually start to create more of what you want and less of what you don't want. This is when you hit 50% light, or the fourth initiation. I'm not going to go into detail today in this video about the initiations. They pretty much happen unconsciously, unless of course you were a master on a planet, such as Sananda, Jesus, at which point you very much knew that you were going to be going through the initiations for the betterment of mankind, or to change the holographic overtone of the particular reality in which that master had incarnated. All of this information that I have, I've channeled from my master, Garama, which some of you might have read some of the channels that I've done recently. I've done 2 so far. I'll be posting a 3rd one today. And basically, after this, it's just nothing more than a download program. You think about something that you want, and then you go ahead and you experience that. Like my guru always used to say.
G'day, my name's Hugh Jackman, and I lost my testicles in the outback. I wasn't an Australian, they can call me a Castralian.
And then the answer comes to you in basically a holographic metaphor in some situation or the other. As Jesus said, seek and ye shall receive. Ask and the door shall be opened. He wasn't really telling us what we should do. He was actually trying to explaining the nature of the reality in which we lived. And it was time basically for humanity to rise up again. We'd been basically in a dormant state. Nature does this naturally, so does the cosmos and pretty much every other aspect of reality. There's a time for rest and there's a time for activity. It's just the nature of the ebb and flow of creation, a part of the original design, which we'll talk about in another video. Like my guru always just says,
You don't know me. Nobody knows me. I'm in disguise.
And I like to change my accents.
A lot. And that's right. I'm everywhere.
Omnipresence.
And a guru is very good. So why don't you take your advanced devices and stick them up your asshole?
okay, so basically at this point you're self-creating. Now, what you need to understand, and this I'm actually semi-quoting from multiple other sources, is that humanity, let's just say 15,000 to 35,000 years ago, went into a downgrade from being at a very much higher state of technology and spiritual awareness than we are now. And they decided that they basically put away what they understood and basically start from scratch. For about 10,000 years, we basically would have hunt and gather and basically do the best we can to survive on a daily basis. 4,300 years later, we basically came up with farming, and basically were able to know tomorrow was taken care of food-wise. We could then sit around the campfire and actually chat with each other and exchange what we had discovered, very much in a grounded reality. Then 360 odd years ago, we hit the Industrial Revolution. Then 100 years ago, we basically went into the technological revolution, is what I call it. Then there was a 10-year period. Now, as I'm quoting, you can see how the cycle sped up, as my guru always used to say.
Paris Hilton, you are so beautiful to me.
Okay, so the cycles basically sped up, and we actually went through a 10-year period from 2000 to 2010, which was the same conscious or evolutionary jump as the previous cycles. Then there was a 2-year period, and this was the whole Mayan calendar thing where time as we know it would cease to be. Basically, on the 21st of December 2012, there was actually a 6-hour period up to 7:30 Central Greenwich time, whatever you call it, where we actually went through the same jump. For the 2 years after that, people have basically been trying to come to terms with it, but a lot of our original agenda has been scattered on purpose. This had to happen because some people had a head start, and these people know who they are. And that head start basically led to corruption again, and that we wouldn't basically be in a better situation. We'd be in the same situation, just a little bit more intense. Some of you might have felt some weird energies beginning of 2013, had some weird dreams. Yeah, we all went through that together. Also at that time, we were also being measured, so to speak. We were being measured on our level of compassion. When the cards are down, you know, who you're going to sacrifice, yourself or your brother. That was a humbling experience for all of us. I mean, I thought I was like a nice guy, and to realize how much pain I'd go through before I gave up somebody else. Yeah, that's a whole other thing, like my guru used to say.
Hi, let me tell you a wee story about a friend of mine who ate leprechaun meat. The poor bastard shot rainbows for a week. My advice is, you want to put a bit of unicorn in with that. It balances out the pH.
And so basically, yeah, we're now in an awesome stage. It's the beginning of 2015. From February onwards, everyone's literally going to have their powers back. All the indigo warrior kids out there, that's when the fun starts. That's when we get to relive our glory days. And I know you know what I'm talking about. So what I want to say is play nicely, if you want. Just remember, it's a free will universe there. We're not having our free will taken away from us. It's like my guru always used to say.
Can you say fuck it up
On the radio, can you say fuck it up to your best friend? Can you say fuck it up to the TV station? Can you say fuck it up to the aliens? Can you say fuck it up to yourself? Because if you can,
you're free, and once more, you're a man, my son, with a bitch tits.
Now, the reason why I say play nicely and do what you want is there are two sides to the force. And don't believe for a second that spirituality is always about being nice. On the one side, you've got angelic beings who would love to help you, for they know that you are the chosen ones. And on the other hand, you have not nice guys who are going to come straight at you. These two beings are exactly the same being, part of a spectrum. You can choose where to see them, and they're there for two very important reasons: to test your purity of heart. Like my guru always used to say, don't be afraid ever again.
'Cause the monster lives inside your head. Under your bed. That's what I said.
what a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. And even if life to take you for a ride. La 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 la.
I close my eyes, only for a moment, but the moment's past. There's sperm on the ground. That's right, there's sperm on the ground.
a weapon that could ultimately be turned against you. And free will, for a very long time, has been used against us. True free will is understanding your true nature as God, one with that being, and you can create as you choose fit. If you do not have full knowledge of this, you don't have real free will, and your beliefs will be used against you on a daily basis. Their intelligence is way more smarter than we are, and they don't wish to see us free ourselves, which of course is something that we ask them to do for us. So just remember it's a game, and in the immortal words of Bill Hicks, it's just a ride. Thanks for listening, guys. My name's Garth, and this is the first of, I hope, much better videos. Take care now. See you in the future. Present. Past. Oh, yeah, that's right. Another thing as well is Indigo Warrior Kids, when you get your powers back, basically all the things that you achieved in past lives will come back to you. And I say past lives is really future life. It's actually parallel simultaneously. It's like, I can't say my one cell is before or after my other cells in a parallel truth. Let's just say that the body of Christ is going to be resurrected. Take care. Get out of here. Go on. Run along.